the most important thing is deciding whether or not someone is going to be a one call close or two call close. That's the first thing you need to do. You find that out earlier on in the call through discovery. I personally can find out from the first 60 seconds. Okay. So you want to imagine like you're playing a game of chess, right? I've got my boomsticks here, right? And then you're asking one question here, you're making one move, and he's showing that his move is over here, right? Now I know the probability has just dropped of this closing on the first call based off what I asked him. So the first thing is discovery qualifying allows you to make a decision of where you're going to take the call. This is really important because it takes a lot of pressure off you.
Yeah.
The call no longer becomes about the close. The call becomes about the two sales that you need to make. The first sale is getting him bought into the idea of what you do or your company or his problem or whatever the first sale that needs to be made. And then when you do that, you don't present, you don't make an offer, you get buy-in first, and you make it clear that you do not work with people. You do not work with people who are not in alignment. You only make offers to people when the time is right, right? We don't like to make offers to people on the first call. Based off what we've discussed, you need more visual information to make a decision. Okay, so what you're doing is look at me physically, taking one step back as if you're on a date with a woman.
Yeah.
And on that date, you're letting her know, I'm playing hard to get. It's a takeaway, right? But you're doing it genuinely and sincerely. Now, once you've done that, you then say, okay, what we do from here is we move to a second call after you've reviewed that, and then we make a decision on whether or not it's a good idea to work together. Okay? Very strong, very clear, right? And then what happens is they feel relieved. They see you as a coach and a consultant, a true consultant. And then also it gives them some space to review and nurture based off what you've decided they need to see before they make a decision. Now you haven't made an offer, you haven't dropped the price, you haven't tried to close, you haven't done anything. So what that does is basically it changes the frame to consultative from hard closing sales.
Yeah.
And so the chance of them coming to the call raises, but you still need to set the intention for the second call.
Yeah.
So it's not over. So then they're like, okay, cool, let's do that. That sounds good. Oh, great. You're so much better than the other people I've spoken to. They'll say all of this stuff to you, right?
Yeah.
Then they'll review to you that they feel relaxed. And then you basically say, got it. Before I book in that second call, a couple of questions we ask everyone. Number one, when do you want to work with a company if this is the right fit? When do you want to work with someone to solve these problems? He says to you next month, next 2 months, tomorrow, yesterday. They'll say stuff like this. It doesn't actually matter what someone says. It just gives you intelligence. That's all. It's reconnaissance. Because if I know it's next month, then I know how I'm going to play the next call. Does that make sense? And then the second thing is, and would you make an investment of up to, I don't know, $18,000? Would you make an investment of up to $18,000 if this is the right choice for you? And then they're going to say, does that come with a payment plan? Oh, I'm not really ready to spend that kind of money. Totally understand. I just want to know that that's something within your wherewithal if it's a good fit. Right now, I'm not making an offer. I just want to know if that's something you would consider. I would never consider that. They don't ever say that, by the way.
Yeah.
What they'll say is that negotiable? Does it come with plans? Then you say, don't worry about that. I promise you, price is never a problem. We always figure it out. I'll make sure it's easy for you to digest. I'll sort that out for you on the next call. The most important thing is that we're in alignment, and then we'll figure that out afterwards. It won't be a problem. I just want to know that there's something that you would spend. And they say, yeah, I'd consider that. If you can do what you're saying you can do, that's it. They'll show up to the next call. They review all the information. You'll have an 80 to 90% show rate. Your follow-up close will explode. You'll get better clients.